Hello lovely bookish friends, welcome back to the Bookshop by the Sea, our cosy independent bookshop in a small town in Aberystwyth in Wales. If you managed to make it here in person over the mountains and right the way to the edge of the country, I'm so grateful. Truly, I'm grateful. It's so exciting to see people starting to come back in who have maybe visited us last summer and are now making that yearly book pilgrimage, as we like to call it, to come and visit the shop, and they've been following on TikTok, and I really hope that these YouTubes are a wonderful way to get to know the community better and get to know more about the goings on and the life inside the bookshop. So thank you for all my new subscribers. You're making my day every single day, and thank you for everyone who steps through the virtual or physical doors of the bookshop. So this week we've had quite a lot going on and it's been really exciting. We've just had like a little mini celebration where we've been going through all of the positives that have been happening in the bookshop, and the Substack and the YouTube have been a huge part of that. So I'm really excited to be able to share more about that. That's been really lovely. Now, of course, I've immediately forgotten everything that's been going on. Beth, what's been going on this week?
In terms of which, there's a lot of different categories.
There's so many things going on. We're like, which category do you want to know about? Okay, let's talk about it. One of the other girls, Alexia, who works here with me, her partner's across the road at the moment painting a building. This is like how small this community and town is. Like, you get to see people that you know on a daily basis, and it's so joyful. So he was listening to a podcast this morning about beetles, and we had the shop door open and we're just listening to this podcast about beetles as well. We had a little pigeon who was overly friendly today and was trying to like look into the shop and kind of see what was going on. That was super cute. I just had a gentleman come in who I've just served, who visits and sells medical equipment, and he does like once every few months, but he remembered me and he remembered my name, and he's been following along on the TikToks, and things like that mean the world to me because it's just this lovely, just this lovely circle of people coming in and remembering the shop and wanting to come back in. And he bought a book, a Deepak Chopra book about spirituality, so I think that's really beautiful. And I love when people are buying books that are meaningful and they're going to go away and really enjoy reading the fiction or get something from the book. That's a really gorgeous feeling, so that was really nice. And just being remembered and being seen. I think there's something so special and so humanizing about being seen, and you get that in a small town. People know your name, and I love it. And I know people's names as well. So that was really beautiful. We've also had a lot of exams with all of the students at the university, because we're a university town. So people are coming in kind of post-exams or pre-exams, and it's lovely to see people kind of celebrating or decompressing after an exam by coming into the bookshop and buying a book on Napoleon, as somebody just did, or buying a romance because they haven't been able to read that for a while, or just kind of read something that relaxes them and brings them joy. So that's been really joyful too. And again, just that every single person who comes in, we get to have that conversation and say, oh, are you just finishing exams? Oh yeah, I've just finished just had someone who's doing modern history, just had someone who's doing international politics. So you get to have that bit of conversation, and exchanges in the shop here aren't just, here's the thing, it's not like in a big city where it's just go, go, go. You get that pause and that moment of reflection and connection, and I think it's really lovely.
I don't know.
You found another one. That's okay. I'll take it. I'm sorry you didn't find that one. But on the plus side, you learned from your mistake, and now you're buying these so that you won't regret them in a year.
Yeah.
And you never know, you might come back and visit
Good point.
Aberystwyth in the future and then find it, and that would be like a beautiful thing to happen. Always do something else for fun in the future.
That might be the plan, actually.
Yeah. Well, nice to meet you. Introduce you all to my lovely friend Beth. Come on over,
Yeah.
Beth. Beth works with me here at the bookshop. We met doing a fantasy book club like 3 years ago, before I even owned a bookshop. And then it was COVID and it was lockdown, and I started a fantasy bookshop, and then said on the group chat one day, I was like, hey, I'm going to start a bookshop. Does anyone want to help me unwrap books? And Beth was like, yeah, I do.
I was like, yes, books. Amazing. There was no lead up to it either. It was just, I'm opening a bookshop. Let's go.
It was pretty immediate.
Yeah. It was great though. It was actually just like, I'm moving back this day and I will be in the day after this.
And then she's been in every day since.
Yes.
She is. She's wearing the Bookshop by Sea jumper as well,
Yes.
if you can see. We sell them on our website. Just a little plug there. They're very cozy. We sell them in black and cream, and they have our logo on, which is like after Hogarth's Wave, the famous painting, but it's a spray of books. Just in case you wanted to know. What's your favourite thing about the bookshop? Or favourite section? Or favourite book that you would recommend? Or favourite thing about the bookshop as a whole?
There's so many different things.
Those are different things.
Favourite thing about the bookshop is probably just like the community aspect and like the social level of it, and getting to meet like all the customers and people from around town. Yeah, just being able to like chat to people about books. Favourite section, is a given, but fantasy.
Fantasy.
Well, and the new romance section, to be fair.
And the new romance section.
Romance and fantasy. Favourite book is like impossible.
I know.
I mean, obvious choice is ACOTAR.
ACOTAR, A Court of Thorns and Roses, which I will talk to you about more later on in this episode because I can't not. In fact, should we just talk about it now? Do you want to grab it off the
You absolutely should, yes.
ACOTAR. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas. This is one of my favourite books of all time. It is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but with a dark fantasy twist. This is book one. Gotta come back in shop, yeah, because she would also recommend this one as well.
Yes.
We pretty much recommend this one to everyone. If you want to get back into reading, if you want something that's going to grip you and thrill you and get you into that mode again, this is perfect. Book one is a retelling of the fairy tale. Book two rips that fairy tale apart by its teeth and makes you rethink everything you knew, and then explodes into like a full world building. Romance is exceptional. I mean, for those who know, I bet there's a lot of people watching who are like, we know.
Yeah.
Would you say that you are Rhys, Cassian, or Azrael Gully?
Depends on my day.
You're
to be honest.
Cassian now.
It's mostly Cassian.
Because I'm Rhys, but sometimes
My partner
Azrael.
is Cassian.
Your partner is.
Absolutely Cassian.
He is,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, personality-wise.
He is.
It's just
In a
there.
good way.
Yeah. I'll be able to get those two.
Absolutely.
No
No
problem.
problem.
Know
You didn't
what
want
to do
those.
with those.
Let me take those back. This is why we end up with random piles of books that will really confuse my staff tomorrow. And they're like, what was she doing with ancient Egypt and Dante's Inferno?
Can I ask what that Napoleon book is?
Yeah, of
That
course
we've
you
got
can.
here.
Because the same person picked
Thank
them
you.
up, so clearly it's the same taste. Yeah, I mean, books is basically essential items, aren't they? Insulation,
Exactly.
heating, decoration.
I've got boxes of them.
That one there when you're ready.
There
There you go, those two are yours.
There.
Beautiful. And the Napoleon
Thank you.
book that
Yeah.
you see, everything that was meant to happen happened. Beautiful. And would you like a little bookmark
Oh,
for the
go
Welsh?
on then.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Was you wanting this one too?
Oh, I got that from Waterstones a minute ago.
No, dun dun dun. It's okay, we'll forgive you because you bought a Napoleon book here, so. I actually think it's great that we have lots of bookshops. Like, the more bookshops, the better.
Yeah.
You can't feel bad for more bookshops. Like, as a book lover myself.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Waterstones has got more of my kind of cup of tea
Yes.
than in here, but
I understand.
Yeah.
Have you been downstairs to, like, the history section?
I haven't yet.
History, biography,
Oh, is that all down?
downstairs.
Would you like to
Because
have a
we
look?
believe that
Sure,
those
have a
people
look.
are gonna hunt
Yeah.
for them. Whereas the people who want like romance of children's
Will just
need to
look.
just, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're welcome to sit in a comfy armchair and read, or comfy armchair downstairs and just read the books you just bought
Do-
while he looks.
I wander
So,
downstairs and have a
Go
look.
for it, absolutely.
Yeah.
My favourite reason for working with Beth is it's really beautiful. Well, there's many things I love about you, but it's really lovely to have someone who understands and holds space for the way that our brains work differently and creatively and fully ADHD in some cases, and even things like bringing me and filling up my water bottle in the sparkly bottle, and encouraging each other to drink and hydrate. And when I come in with like 1,000 different chaotic things that I'm like, oh, imagine if we did this idea or this idea, or imagine if we created a tiny Easter egg hunt and then hid them all the way around the town. And Beth is my right hand woman who's like, yes to that strange idea. And she never calls it strange, she calls it exciting, and I love that.
Even if I do call it strange, it's fun. It's fun strange. It's
Yeah.
not like, it's never in a bad way, because I like strange things. So
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, let's
You
do
are
it.
a strange thing.
Yeah. And I own it. And it's, it's weird and wonderful. This is
Weird and wonderful, like one of those birds. They're one of those birds where you see them and they're doing the little dance to attract a mate. Like, have you seen those?
Oh, I know
ones?
exactly which ones
Yes!
you mean.
Have you seen those ones with the blue feathers? They're like,
Yes. It does remind me of me when I'm spinning. It really does. I should show a video of that to Ben
if
and
I
just
was
see
a
if he like says it.
bird, which bird would I be?
I feel like you'd be like a peacock.
No, they're so stuck up and mean.
They're not. They're like, they sometimes get like scared
Oh,
by
and
children
her.
that run at them.
I'm dramatic now. My
It's
glasses fell off.
lovely.
Oh, you like peacocks?
I do.
Maybe that depends if you like the bird that we're talking about.
I've petted a few. They're really nice.
We should shut the door to keep the sound out. I'll give my best peacock hair flip.
You're even wearing blue.
Okay, I'm wearing blue. We've just received a bunch of different donations into the shop, which I love. Not only does it mean that somebody has maybe really enjoyed a book and they've wanted to pass it on to us, but it's a wonderful way for sustainability and pre-loved books, and for books to have a second life and a third life and a fourth life. And I actually think there's something really special when you pick up a book and you know that somebody else has loved it and appreciated it. I really love the old hardbacks for that, like the little old books that we have that have lasted, 100, 200 years. But even with paperbacks, I think it's a wonderful way to be sustainable, and I really appreciate, we actually have people posting us books, which is amazing. We got a box the other day with posted books, but these are some good ones that have just been donated. So this one looks amazing, and it means that we have, oh, this one looks really good too. It kind of matches my skirt. But it means we have a variety of new and second books in as well. Obviously we order from secondhand suppliers as well, but it gets more of a variety in. Got this one, which I haven't seen before, and then we put a little sticker on the back like this that says "Nearly New, the Bookshop by the Sea," just so that people know when they're looking what is new and what is secondhand. And then I just price them up with a little pencil in the inside corner here. So yeah, it's a lovely way to get those books in the shop. We just got these ones in today, so I've already sold one of them before it even got priced or put on the shelf. So that was Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn, which I'll put a link to down below. If you haven't read Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn and you like fantasy, welcome to your next one. Name of the Wind first. Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn is a wonderful way to get into that whole universe. He's got lots of connected books, but the Mistborn trilogy, I would say, is definitely the best one for people who want to enter into that world for the first time. Full world building, amazing, strong, feminine character. She's kick-ass the whole way through, and a great magic system as well. So I really, really enjoyed that whole series. And the Stormlight Archives after that as well would be a really good one. Something else that we get into the bookshop, which is really exciting, is we get proof copies. This one is not going to be published until the 30th of August, I think. Not quite sure, I have to check, but we just got this one in. This one also matches my skirt. Clearly I've got a yellow theme going on today. The Romantic Tragedies of a Drama King. And I love reading all the different books that aren't out yet. We've got a whole bunch of them. These are the ones that we've received this week, in case you're interested. Well, these are the ones that I've been looking at this week. I don't know if we received them this week or I've just been shown them this week. So, Smartphone Nation. Why we're all addicted to screens and what you can do about it. Obviously, except watching beautiful YouTubes like this, which are very cozy and generally very healthy. This is a pregnancy journal. Affairs, true stories of love, lies, hope and desire. Ooh. Oh, this one came out 27th of March, so this one is available. I'll try and pop a link to this one too. That one looks really good. A no holds barred account of 5 very different real life affairs. And it's not just a period. Reclaim your cycle, harness your hormones and take control of your health. Awesome. Love women being educated on stuff like this. We actually have a whole feminist section which has lots of books on periods, menstrual cycles, women's health, menopause, and I think that's really important in this kind of society and culture where we often don't talk about women's health. I think it's great to have these things on display in a bookshop, so well, that's why we display them here.
I'll buy your lying down book.
Lovely. Those two lovely couple that you just saw leaving behind me are coming to an event on Friday night. We have 3 poets coming who are doing a reading of their work, and it's based on like in memory of a professor who died very young, and so they're redoing kind of some of this work to celebrate that. And it's really beautiful because the professor who passed away, his wife from 50 years ago, is going to come to the poetry reading here in the bookshop this Friday, and that should be really lovely. What a beautiful celebration.
We reach 1,000 subscribers.
Thank you so much. Thank you for 1,000 subscribers. That is amazing. Incredible. Thank you. This is my good friend Tom. We actually met each other in university about 13 years ago, which is wonderful. And he was working for me at the bookshop until January, where he left, sadly, but also wonderfully, to come and start his own business, and is now running this adorable little coffee shop that does the best hot chocolate right here on the seafront. And it's very pleasingly called My Friend's Place, which is kind of perfect.
And all my friends visit. That's how it goes.
Yeah. So
I'm
really
so
lovely.
awkward with a camera on me. Holy moly.
He's normally behind the camera.
I am, yeah.
And I asked because I just thought it was such a lovely thing to like see the community and to see people living and achieving their dreams in the small town, and just, you know, you don't lose contact with people here, and that's really lovely.
Yeah.
And I really value that. And just a lot of people have been asking on TikTok as well, where's Tom gone? And I'm like, here's Tom.
I'm right here,
smashing
guys.
his own business.
This is so funny.
So since you love to support local, Tom, can you have a hot chocolate? Thank you.
Absolutely. Right. Now I've got to remember how to make one of these. Okay. I got this.
He's got us. It's awesome.
With
If
the-
you're in
with the
Aberystwyth,
pressure
come
on.
visit here for sure.
Yeah, please do. We're all
Tom, what's your favourite plant?
my favourite plant.
Yeah.
A monstera. It's really basic, but monstera. They're just like super easy. They grow really big, and they're friendly.
nice and beautiful.
What's your favourite book?
Just like you guys.
Aww.
You like that transition?
The favourite book?
Oh gosh, I used to get asked that question when I worked here all the time, and it's still the same answer. It is What We Talk About When We Talk About Love by Raymond Carver. It's a book of short stories that is all about love and the different ways to love.
Amazing.
You can see why I never sold any books.
Yes, you did, and you're smashing it here. I'm really proud of you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.